Can you see it? Go live. Do 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 do. Hello. Are we on YouTube yet? There we are. Yes, we are. Hello, hello, hello. Sunderland, Accrington Stanley. We've got the entire set of. Because last time, I don't think we had any other games happening at the same time. Did we? Oh no, we did. We had 2 games, but it is what it is on that one. I've got a little bit of lo-fi music in the background from Stream Beats, and I'm just waiting for the audio commentary to start on SFC, so we can start listening along live. But that's not happening for some reason. I'm live. Hello. Thanking you. Okay. Love you.
Indeed, you see that as such priority that you
Whey.
to gazump somebody else. So look, we're in the market. Active. There's been
Got live commentary.
From board level to do the right things. And the reality
How
is
do
we've
I
got to make sure.
Let's pull that there. I've got a couple of extra things I want to have on the stream, but it's in studio mode at the minute. So no, the last time I had the in-action play-by-play stuff.
Pitchgate. Pitchgate. The other night there was
Got that
confusion
there.
around
Average watch time 1 second.
you mentioned Christian Speakman raising that issue with you before the game. You were obviously surprised at the state of the pitch, the amount of water on it. Has there been any resolution as to what actually happened the other night?
Well, first and foremost, my instinct is to want to defend the people. Do you know what I mean? Like I said before, we've got great ground staff that work extremely hard, often against the elements. Do you know what I mean? And we know for a starting point that pitch is
What else do you need?
Could have been replaced in previous years. We have spent money on the pitch as a football club, both on the training pitches and the first team pitch. The club have recently
In the commentary, the pre-match build-up, they're talking about the
I'm not sure actual UV lights. I think they are to be able to sort of promote.
they're talking about the pitch quality that we had last week. Wise men say. Hey Ben, how you doing, mate? Welcome along. Has the lineups?
The grass length, whether the roots holding.
But we can't help falling in love with you. The lineups are announced. We have, where is it? Accrington is Savin, Hamilton, Sykes, Butcher, O'Sullivan, Hell, Bishop, Conville as captain, Nottingham, Clark, and Amankwar. They've got subs of Isherwood, Rogers, Rich Bololegu, Lalango, Nolan, Morgan, and Malcolm. How we are the lads. Sunderland's lineup is Hoffman, Gooch, Bailey Wright as captain, Flanagan, Doyle, Sturkin, Neil, Embleton, Pritchard, Jacku, and Stewart, with Son on the bench, O'Brien, Jayamalaji, Lee, or I can't pronounce his name properly, Diamond, Hawks, Hume, and Hume. So we've got both the Humes on the bench. Most of our squad backs bank play. Hoff's in net, so beyond conceding. Do you know what? I thought Patterson did okay in goal for us. Obviously, wasn't the greatest, but could have been much more smooth. Actually, seeing that he conceded 6 goals in 2 games, that's pretty shit. And he was blaming the defence for each of his goals, when the first Maguire goal he could have definitely saved. How is the audio levels though, by the way? Gooch at the back, yeah.
we've got a lot of little intricate players, but
Yeah.
I think there's
Let me
still
see if I can.
opportunity to promote growth within the pitch. There's still opportunity to add value to the playing surface as best.
Can I
as
get
we
the
can
image?
through hard work, a bit of investment. You know what I mean, and making the right moves.
Match day.
the
They
right
have.
time for.
So they've put it as like a separate
And I'm sure as the,
thing.
spring comes, you know, and we get more and more effort on the pitch, I think it'll improve.
Accrington, then they actually laid a new pitch the other year after Sunderland played.
Yeah, no. Let's just leave that as it is. Lincoln flashbacks. Audio's fine. Good. Thank you.
John Coleman. Can I just ask you about John Coleman? I mean,
I've got in the background the washing machine going, and it's really loud for me, and it's kind of distracting. But
It's quite phenomenal.
Absolutely.
yeah,
I think that
we're good. We're good.
managers
Just 9 minutes away from kickoff.
for that period of time,
I do have the play-by-play thing that's going to be in the top left corner, and this will be live stats. But
1,000 games to like sort of,
let's chat a little bit about our recent form, shall we?
20
If you
years
look at it as a
club.
whole,
I know that club
like we started off the year
obviously
pretty badly, haven't we?
gratitude, but at the same time, that club has obviously supported.
Just gonna mute that guy for a second. We got Bolton tickets. Nice. That's next weekend, isn't it? Like Bolton Sunderland earlier on, January 29th, it's the weekend after. Bolton have slipped down quite a lot this last few weeks. They've what, the 18th, 17th? Where are they now? In 2 weeks, Bolton are 18th now. They started off like pretty much high flying, and now they've lost 12 games. It's kind of a shock for them, I think. Need some 29th. The 29th of. They've also conceded a lot. When they started the season, they were just getting goals and scoring more than the opposition. Like attacking wise, they were really good, but defensively, they were shocking. Now, attacking, they've stepped off the pedal, and the defense has stayed as it was. So, on a losing run. Also, I'm just going to pop onto the stand, so just out of my way. We've got too much. I'll keep an eye on that just for a sec, but
Drew a deep breath of disbelief. But what drives someone like John to stay at a club like Accrington? I mean,
who are they
you're
talking about
someone
here,
who
John?
understand, you know, there's ambition here because it's a big club and there's lots to achieve in many senses. But with Accrington, John must know that the budget is limited, his ambition is thwarted in many ways because of the size of the ground, because of the size of the club. What drives someone to have that, retain that enthusiasm, which John clearly does?
I think if you ask John,
Enthusiasm for a football team, though, mate. It's not like something that's bought or retained. It's just natural, isn't it?
In my dad, that's similar in that sense, you know, in terms of taking clubs like Yeovil to extreme heights, you know. Like Yeovil
I feel like Accrington have been the wild cards this season. Some poor losses, but some big wins. Yeah, so
they got good team spirit.
I'd agree with that, mate. Like Accrington Stanley are the team that normally puts the spanner in the works. So they beat Plymouth as well when they were high flying.
If you like, coming in for their players.
I don't know about it better than expected. I'd put them on level with where they should be. Let me just minimise that for a sec, so I don't have to ever see it.
To recruit is a John Coleman, Accrington Stanley player.
They are doing fairly good though. Like
level is by sticking to your guns and trying to progress and get.
It's one of them. They've got a decent squad, but they haven't got like
all of us will wake up every day
a great squad, so that they are bound to win a couple of games here and there. They've got a -9 goal difference though, mate, and It's when they win by 1 or 2 goals, and when they lose emphatically. That for me is not.
That it takes to have longevity in this game, whether it be
Than they expected. They're doing pretty much as I thought they would do. Is it 10-5-10?
Legend Gary Bennett. BBC Radio Newcastle.
Lee Johnson there, talking ahead of today's game here at Accrington Stanley. I'm not sure they recognise you as an MBE.
I've got to pay for BBC Radio Newcastle.
Accrington Stanley. I'm not sure they recognise you as an MBE.
Oh, fucking hell.
The facilities, they've crammed you in here. You're sort of
They might not have known I was coming. That's what it is.
Do you think that's what it is?
Maybe next time.
Hey, Dov. How you doing, mate?
Tell me
You got the
about it.
notification then?
You can barely move here for bodies.
It's cozy.
It is cosy.
Yeah.
That is,
Get in, Benno.
key. The ground slowly, well, it's not slowly now, it's suddenly rapidly filling up
Oh.
around us ahead of kick-off here. Hopefully
I'm just trying to think, like, I don't know if you watched my video, Ben, and I know you commented on it, but I don't know if you watched it all the way through. The whole how Wigan handled the COVID outbreak stuff over Christmas just really got on my nerves. They just, I don't know, proper sleazy bastards. They're just like hoping that because they were top of the points per game leaderboard for quite some time. They ended that break for that and going, we don't really want to keep playing until we can guarantee a win, and that guaranteed win is going to be against Doncaster Rovers. Let's face it, Doncaster are terrible. So they'll be even higher on the points per game because they're getting all 3 points today. It's just really sleazy. Nope, just looked at there when they were playing. Ah, there you go. Nice. Cheltenham and Charlton have kicked off a minute early for some reason. 0-0. Here we go. This audio needs to catch up.
We know they like to get forward, the pair of them. Presumably Embleton will drop back into the Corey Evans, Carl Winter.
Can I switch to live?
Behind.
Here we go. How are they, lad? Right, I'm just gonna quickly on this. Click interact.
You look at singular holding player rather than two. Yeah. Well, the players, I believe, trying to crane my neck in between everybody standing in front of me, have just lined up and broken from their
Where is it?
productions.
I'm trying to find this bloody live in play for Sunderland.
In red, and at the moment we're lined up with Accrington to attack the away end, which I'm told that's what they prefer. Much as Sunderland like to attack the north stand in the second half, Accrington like to attack the big bank. I say the big bank, the bank away to our right in the first half. Aren't they? It's a big bank compared to some banks.
Form overview, that is not what we want. Come on, kick off already, please. Here we go, we've got 4 games underway. Cheltenham, Charlton, Crewe, Shrewsbury, Gillingham, Burton and Lincoln, Cambridge. Obviously, just kicked off. There'll be no goals for a couple of minutes, but we're getting there. Is promotion guaranteed? Or do we still have to Mohammed? We definitely have to. We have to run 5 marathons and then get some. What do we call it? Get some luck, get a big points gap, fix our goal difference, because unless we get a far superior goal difference to what we're on now, we're going to struggle for a long time this season. Right, we're underway. We're underway. There we go. Here we go. Are you ready? You ready?
In the middle of this main stand, a bit of work been going
Transition. We've got Sunderland safe possession. There's just Wimbledon, Morecambe, Portsmouth, MK Dons and Wickham Oxford to kick off. Let's do this. We can do this.
And there's a good atmosphere at Sunderland get this game.
What are your pre-match predictions going into this? Mine was a 2-0 win for Sunderland. So, let me come on, Donny. I hope Doncaster win as well, mate. It's really unlikely, but it is something we could potentially do quite quickly. It's if Doncaster beat Wigan, if Doncaster beat Wigan, that would put a lot of spanner in the works for the playoff places and the fight for that automatic. It's I'm your first like. Nice, Mohammed. Thank you very much, buddy. So you're watching the game, then listening to others. No, so I'm listening to the Sunderland game, but I've got the Sunderland video print, the League One video printer up. So I'm watching all of these. Shrewsbury's just scored. So yeah, Crew. Gillingham's just scored. There's a lot of early goals. Wow. Oh, okay. So Shrewsbury are 1-0 up. I said they would lose 1-0, so unlucky. Gillingham, I said they would lose 3-0, but they're 1-0 up. So my prediction's already falling flat on the face, but there we are. No, to answer your earlier question, Mohammed, no, promotion's definitely not guaranteed. Nothing is ever guaranteed with Sunderland. We can have the best players in the world. We could have... Well, we just got a lot in the past. We're a fight-back team more than anything. It's kind of how we roll. We like to have a gap to bridge up to. Once we're at the top, it's very rare. Like since the early 2000s, I don't think we've ever like went on and dominated anything. So, Ooh, the Shrewsbury goal has been cancelled out. Why?
Caught the back of his head, he's rolled onto his back and sits up. I'm sure he will fine, but things.
No, what has happened with this? What's happened with this Shrewsbury goal? What's happened with the Shrewsbury goal? I'm really confused. Shrewsbury were in the lead, but not anymore.
Comes back to the goalkeeper Toby Savin, the 20-year-old who was signed from Crewe a couple of years ago.
Oh wow! My man sees the future with these predictions. Well, do you know what I'm going to try and do in the future though? I'll literally put on like £5 bets for every game to have the result I expect, and we can do that. No, quid. We'll say quid because 5 for 12 games is 60 quid, and I don't think I could afford that. So, tenner record. Twitter. Yep. I'm not really sure. It looks like it was ruled out for a free kick to Crewe. So they've scored. They have the ball's in the back of the net legitimately, but the referee's called it back for a free kick. So somebody fell. Richards, Dave Richards. That's what it looks like. Yeah. Ben. Yep. We're good. Yeah, so Udo scored for Shrewsbury, and yeah, that's interesting, isn't it? Just the one goal in it so far.
And now Stewart has it in the centre, taking it through for Sunderland. Nottingham in front of him. He leads it to Embleton. Back into Neil and Pritchard trying to find Gooch here on the left-hand side. Gooch with Clark.
When they say the left-hand side.
Oh, great save. Great save.
Stewart. Good save by
by Sabin in the 5th minute. Excellent.
Right.
By Gooch. Good save by the
2
goalkeeper,
seconds.
great
I'll
reaction.
also. This should be live stats, by the way.
So, corner to Sunderland, first of the game. We're in the 6th minute now. Embleton will take this from the right-hand side, and Pritchard comes to join the players in the penalty area, then makes a run, but the ball floated in here. It's down by Sabin, who's won a free kick.
Just making it look really nice.
And the keeper's clutching his head as well. Stewart rolls on to his front.
Please.
And Pete Brown is going to...
He's in pain there.
Yeah,
by the way, it might be his nose. His nose.
Pete touches on here to take a look. He's clutching his face. He's rolled onto his back, Ross Stewart. He's receiving treatment now, and the keeper, too, is lying on his back.
Oh, you've got it.
The Accrington physio is just sitting him up, massaging his neck. 6 minutes play,
And then we'll go
0-0,
to
but
transition
Stewart
live.
Twice.
That's the way I want it.
And now being
So we're having more of the ball. We've had an attempt, but I've shot on target, which is good.
Some anxious looks from the
They're taking their time with the free kicks as well, which is,
yeah,
I don't know.
and not much
I think it's his nose.
movement. Do you think he might have broken his nose?
Yeah.
He's sitting up now.
Here we go.
crouched over.
Adam Johnson chance, how original. Oh, wow.
And look at him now.
Didn't he play for Man City as well at some point?
Behind him, in front of that.
He learnt his trade somewhere, didn't he?
Which has the drum. It's actually tied to the.
He won the ball deep in the second half from
barrier
foul.
behind the goal. Doesn't
Yeah.
go anywhere.
Is that
But,
Sco injured it? Yes, it did. It did sound like it. It did sound like it. Our home record or their home record?
It would appear to be.
Our home record is the top of the league, even though we lost
Flanagan, wasn't it, in the end? It
against
wasn't Stewart, it's Flanagan
Lincoln
who
in the midweek.
laid out, but he's
It's
okay. Apologies to Ross Stewart.
like Accrington's home record's decent as well. There's not much in it for
I
them.
was too busy watching the players.
Let me just pull it up. I've got there's a website I like to use called Footy Stats, and you can basically filter it down to like home and away
As Ross Stewart was
tables.
2 minutes ago.
So home table, we are first with 110, drew 1 and lost 2.
All the players across on this
Accrington are 9th. They've won 7, drew 2 and lost 4.
light green. headed by
Their home record is 20 goals scored, 19 conceded.
It's a free kick
Where's the away table?
to Accrington Stanley. Firkin looks to the assistant, pleading innocence, but the free kick on the right side of midfield here for Accrington Stanley, about halfway inside.
That didn't work. Why is it just say home and no away?
This is where we got to concentrate here.
Oh, there you go. Way further down. So away table, we're 6th. We've won 5, drew 4, lost 4.
Manquar stay back up in the centre circle. Everybody else
It's
has gone forward.
10-1-2, our home record.
Free kick.
10-1-2.
Beware of Sykes right at the back.
Our away record is 5-4-4.
To make a break in the sunshine
So
on that
we've
far side.
scored 21 and conceded 23 away from home. Our goal difference away from home is -2.
Floated towards the far post and it's flicked away behind by Flanagan.
Accrington is 3-3-6 away from home. So
To Accrington
we are a better squad than Accrington. I think that's
and Conwell, he'll go down.
I think that's
to take
pretty
this
clear.
corner on the left for Accrington.
Thank
Who
you.
played 9 minutes. Been a couple of stoppages though. Accrington Stanley 0, Sunderland 0. Live on BBC Radio Newcastle. But Conville then with the corner towards the far post, and up goes Bishop. It's cleared though, only to the back of the penalty area. And now
Gillingham is the only goal that's stood so far in the league, by the looks of it.
on the left of the penalty
What do you
area.
think of? So have you looked much at the Championship table
For the ball,
next year? So if Sunderland do not go up, it's basically Derby and Barnsley are dropping down, which are 2 teams we would really struggle against, and Wiggins just took the lead. Fuck off.
along the halfway line.
Come on, Doncaster, what are you doing?
Back with the ball at the edge of his penalty area, kicks towards
Who scored it? Who scored it?
here, looking for either Pritchard or
It hasn't come up on the video printer yet, the name of the scorer.
O'Sullivan's trying to get to Bishop, put forward again by Clark, a chase back to Doyle. O'Sullivan's on his shoulder. Doyle doesn't take
Still hasn't shown up.
turns the ball out for a throw to Accrington.
I can see the score, it's flashed up, but it doesn't show you the goal scorer yet.
Yeah, take this one. Sykes has gone up.
Pushing everybody up into the
Yeah, Fraser.
Sunderland penalty area, Accrington Stanley.
Get that ball in the box.
And Clark then hurls it into the penalty area. Headed out though by Embleton.
Still doesn't tell me.
Puts up and under in the penalty area again. And
Who is it?
Ross Stewart. And the whistle's blown. Who headed it clear? And Flanagan. And a free kick.
Trying to find out who scored, but it doesn't want to play a ball with me.
So 0-0. 11 minutes virtually played.
It's showing me Cove Road,
Actually played.
Cove Rangers, but not this the Wigan scorer.
Corner of the penalty area. Up to
I'm
from the
oh.
halfway line. Clark on his shoulder. Gooch turns it inside, looking for Embleton. Embleton now is tackled. Sliding in was Clark. The ball played back towards the edge of the Sunderland
Max
penalty
Power.
area. It's comes down for Pell. Now for Conville, but his shot is wayward. Well
Okay.
wide, low shot. It's gone behind for a goal kick.
Still doesn't show me. Yeah, there, now it does. 11th minute, Max Power.
Every
Oh.
opportunity to get, they're trying to get the ball forward
Yeah.
as quickly as possible.
The Sunderland game so far, though,
3 clean sheets.
as you can probably tell, there's not much in it.
A big scalp in Rotherham. They beat Rotherham 1-0 here.
We've got a free kick.
0-0 draw at Shrewsbury, and last time out, draw here against MK Dons.
I don't know.
In that game, Liam Coyle was sent off. He's actually
Oh no! Our table!
BBC Radio Lancashire this afternoon.
It's broken.
Here's a throw.
That score is quite fast.
Again on the left-hand side, which Sirkin will take.
That's what I'm seeing it on.
Down the line it goes.
I think that if I can get my angles right, that right there is a live score, and that's live score, but that is Sky. Sunderland till you die. Hello, welcome.
That game.
How you doing, buddy?
Stadium as it's now.
Enjoying the match so far, because
Got it back
it can be better from a Sunderland perspective. We are
down the left wing. Sunderland
doing okay. We're not
penetration in the
conceding that much,
half at the minute. No,
like that much of possession. I mean, and as soon as I see that, I think we'll probably.
Accrington to come flying out of the block, put pressure on Sunderland.
I'm trying to hear what they're saying.
So Doyle will take the free kick just inside the Sunderland half on the left-hand side. Gooch here on this left side with Clark behind
Gooch on the left side with the ball.
Accrington push out up to the halfway line. Doyle here on the left again, swinging it down the left, looking for. Gooch
We're not
underway
doing
back
much
right.
here.
Back to Doyle, high up in the air, comes down for McConville, looking for Bishop, who's laid it back off now to Hamilton.
I think overall, probably fair. 53% possession. Nothing's occurring. I think the later we get into the evening, the more that potential, the goals from other games will be a bit more impactful. So as it stands, though, Rotherham are on the same amount of points as us, but have a 9-goal difference better than what we do. So this is a massive. Our stats are on the right. Yeah, so our stats are, because we are the away team, we're the side. It's Accrington Sunderland. So we want the possession stuff and the goal score, shots on target. We want them our way, but we've had all of the shots on target. We've just had one shot though. It's kind of good though.
Creeping right across the pitch now. It'll soon score the foul.
Oh my god! In other news though, Premier League, Norwich have took the lead against Everton.
Left.
So that means the Mags are bottom.
Took away by Doyle. Up into the centre circle. Clark heads it on again to Accrington Stanley. Headed away.
Oh, is that the cup?
And then hook back over and Manquar's head to.
Is that the cup actually?
Left-hand side.
It's a Premier League. It is a Premier League. The Mags are bottom.
by Flanagan. And then Amankwa tries to get it into the centre, but to Gooch, who's done well to twist away from Pell. Now gets it down the right wing to Yaku.
Oh, no, Burnley's bottom. Because Burnley... Yeah, okay. But Burnley, man.
And eventually he gets the ball away, but only as far as Bailey Wright inside to Neil. Neil now down.
That's kind of funny though. I like that.
Trying to get Neil through again on that right-hand side.
I was so happy for like half a second.
0-0. In the 16th minute.
I don't know. Saturday fixtures are a weird one because we've got to keep up with 12 games. We need more goals.
Trying to drift in, trying to get on the ball. You know, Emberton. You know, we talked about this.
What do you reckon about the What do you reckon the score will be around half time? Because I'd take a 0-0 half time, but obviously I want more action than it's been put on so far. Norwich are 2-0 up. Wow!
On the left-hand side of the Accrington penalty area, curls one into the penalty area, headed back by.
Looks like Norwich are getting the win today. Nice.
He leaves it for Pell, and Pell now being chased by Embleton, slips, but he gets the ball to Amankwa on the far side, and then it's played inside here to Butcher on the halfway line.
Who else has scored? Oh, that's a different league.
Hoofs it over the bar. High over.
1-0 Sunderland.
Sunderland fans.
Ah, that's your prediction. I was like, come on, I haven't heard it yet, but yes, come on. 1-0 Sunderland half time would be a good one, Sunderland. Yes. Will I die?
Hoffman with the goal kick.
I read that as Sunderland have scored.
Left again. Sykes goes up to Stewart.
I'd like that. I've said we're going to win this game 2-0. We're just, by the sounds of it, we're just literally, we're having a couple of passes and then hoofing it. And they're just hoofing it away from their defence pretty much all the time. Could you imagine though? Sunderland winning. Poop poop. Somebody's just subbed called poop poop. What?
17th minute.
Nice.
Embleton then, there's a bundle
Sunderland till I die. Thank you for the sub as well, mate. Appreciate it. Who call themselves poop poop?
Another corner. Bearing in mind, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 players in the
fucking hell. People on YouTube are a little bit
And Pritchard has pushed it into Gooch, who's got a push in the back. He felt he was fouled.
That's their profile. That's their profile. That's insane. What? Yeah. You can see like the very top middle, like the keep going beyond them stats, the goal scores. You'll see like names of people who've recently subbed. I think it does 5 or 6 different, the most latest people. If they've got public sharing subs on, so every one of them you can see who they sub to. Somebody called Poop Poop's done that. That's fucking hilarious. Chef Wed have just scored. Okie dokie. What does that mean for the? What's him on 41? Chef Wed though. Plymouth are 7th, which are 44 points, and Chef Wed are 9th. So I said, if Chef Wed win this one, that does mean that like that playoff zone, it does kind of bridge a gap because Chef Wed have game in hand on Oxford, who are just in the zone. So that's really interesting. Good. Good one. Come on, Burton. Yes, please. Yes, please. Why Burton, Matthew? Like Burton's quite close to me, but I did say if Burton would win this one, their game 3-0, and obviously they're behind, so don't read anything into what I'm saying that much. I did say Chef Wed would win 1-0 though. I've got one scoreline right. Out of the 3 that's actually had goals so far, the games I said would be 0-0 is Cheltenham Charlton, and that's it for today. I said our Tuesday game will be 0-0 as well. The Morecambe Wigan game. You support them? Nice. Welcome along. Welcome along. The Brewers are. To be fair, the Brewers are quite entertaining as a team, especially now that Floyd's back. Jimmy Floyd, I mean. You call him? He's a brewer. He's a brewer. Yeah. Can you hear that in the background? The Dons have just took the lead.
Unperturbed by the fact he was nearly taken out by the ball. Pritchard back inside here to Neil, and now wide.
The Dons have just took the lead. To be fair, most of these results, apart from like obviously the Rotherham game, the Wickham and the Wigan game, they're the only ones that really impact us in this run of fixtures. But obviously Wigan also play in midweek. They play Morecambe, so Morecambe we kind of want to look out for to see if they are if they're going to be doing all right. The Dons have scored. I know.
Pigeon is oblivious to the drama that's going on around him on the pitch. Strolling about, pecking away, and out comes Savin to take the free kick. The goalkeeper for Accrington Stanley.
Accrington Stanley. I was trying to work out what was happening there. It sounds like Accrington have got a goal kick.
There's a foul on Sirkin. It's a free kick.
Oh, free kick to Sunderland. Come on.
Making his way into the box.
We've got 4 goals in the 12 games. How many did I say we're going to have overall? I said there's going to be. Let me just see what these are. 1, 2, 3, 4. Said there was going to be 29 goals overall over today. We're 4 into that. It seems impossible at like this stage when you're like 20 minutes into all the games and like none of the teams have dropped defensively or massively defensively yet. Who scored? Oh, So scored for Wednesday. Interesting. It's good though. Obviously Morecambe playing Wigan. Morecambe have the second highest league scorer behind Ross Stewart. Cole Stockton's on 15 goals, 2 assists, and he's played 22 games, so he scores on average, apparently, every 68 minutes. So, I mean, no, 0.68, so it's every 132 minutes he scores a goal. Still pretty decent. If he doesn't score today, he's going to score tomorrow. There you go. So, it caught up, Sunderland till I die. There you go. Thank you for the sub, buddy.
Everybody's headed back into the box.
It caught up.
Big throw into the box. Come down here at the edge from Conville. His shot blocked. Hamilton's shot blocked. And Diaku looking to pass a Manquar, but Hamilton gets back, knocks the ball out for a throw to Sunderland on the far side.
We're going. I hope we win this one. Obviously, it's
on the right.
It doesn't seem like we're doing much at the minute, though. Like, had a couple of half chances, and that's about it.
Doyle brings this out now for Sunderland. Up to Gooch.
Doyle, Sunderland, and Gooch.
Then plays it through, looking for Pritchard. Cleared though by Butcher, and now Manquar gets his foot to it. Up to the halfway.
Trying to work out if that is ahead or behind where the audio is.
Portsmouth 0, MK Dons 1. Now Flanagan
That could knock Poop Poop off. I hope so. Poop Poop. Hello. The names are the names.
It's cleared.
We'll keep an eye out for Poop Poop going away.
Yeah, difficult behind the goal. Tried to keep it
Something
down.
like that. So the latest is first.
Good link up
Yeah.
around the
So
back-hand side.
Sunderland still need. There's 1, 2, 3,
5 minutes played. Sheffield Wednesday
4,
Plymouth Argyle 0.
5. So Poop
That was
Poop's
given
fifth.
to me in my headphones. Like,
The audio is behind. Okay.
Yeah, used to come up. You get the first
6,
team come up with a score.
7,
You had to wait
Jesus,
there
this is a
for
lot.
Second team.
8.
1-0 to Sheffield Wednesday over Plymouth. Yeah, retro as Chris. Back in
Holy
the
shit,
80s
how many did I
said,
put on there?
very retro. It's one way of describing it.
9.
0-0
I need
here
4.
at the Wham Stadium.
Left is ahead.
The ball played back here to
Head
Nottingham
away.
to clear. Throw to Sunderland on the right.
See if I can
Deep in the
catch it up. That would be good.
Accrington half, below the Eric Wally stand, a wooded hill that overlook probably some of the pitch. As the ball comes back right through to Hoffman. It's quite a hard ball back. He's managed to turn it back up to the halfway line. Sykes gets above Gooch, considerably taller. And
So
now
how's it an Accrington corner if Gooch has got it?
Clark on the right, out wide to O'Sullivan. Back to Pell, down the line to O'Sullivan. Plays it inside to Butcher here. And they knock it out again to the right to O'Sullivan, looking to run a Butcher into the penalty area. Tries to play it inside to the 6-yard box, and Doyle puts it behind for a corner to...
Okay, yeah, it's about 15 seconds ahead. So if we're looking for a Sunderland goal, just keep an eye on the top left before the audio. The video printer might be ahead of it as well. So if I see a Sunderland or an Accrington goal on here, yeah, everything apart from the audio is a little more slaggy behind, which is, to be fair, it's quite understandable because it's going through 3 different relays. It's going through the local to the BBC Newcastle, BBC Newcastle to Sunderland, then Sunderland back to the end user. So that makes sense. Whereas that is basically just person typing, adding in. There you go. Everybody has it. So live scores, we have 4 goals. Yep. Wednesday, MK, Gillingham, Wigan are scoring. Anybody else? Nobody else yet.
Right, swings one up over the halfway line, out it goes. Throw to Accrington.
Or to Aka.
High in the blue sky here, perfect afternoon. Cold, but dry.
Do you think like throw-ins as a start is something that people really care about?
The throw will be taken by
I mean,
to Hamilton.
the amount of times I think a lot of teams could potentially dominate games if they master how to take throw-ins properly. And
Wide on the left, just inside the
like,
Sunderland half.
the amount of time people just get the ball and lob it forward, and then it just changes over possession. But I think if you've got the throw-in, you've got the ball. Why wouldn't you want to try and keep the ball after it rather than just hitting up the line?
On halfway.
You don't have to throw it to a player. You can throw it to the space for the player to run in. So you treat it as a off the sideline pass rather than. I don't know. I don't know. I just think particularly I think we're quite behind on where we should be as a. Well, the entire game's quite far behind where it should be. But that's me. And what's happening in the game? Offside. O'Sullivan. So Accrington are offside.
Literally on halfway. Back it goes to
Hoffman.
Now to Flanagan, trying to get this away down the right wing, but it's cut out by Amankwar, left for Nottingham.
We're good. Come on, boys. We can do it.
Diagonally across, looking for O'Sullivan. He heads it into the penalty area. Bounces into the hands of Hoffman. Nearly half an hour now played. Accrington Stanley 0, Sunderland 0.
Yeah.
I mean, that adds to the attempt tally, but Accrington have had double the amount of attempts than Sunderland have had, and that is not what we want. We're giving them confidence, we're giving them a bit more than they potentially deserve.
Touchline, keeps it in. Gooch now with Sirkin in support. Sirkin crosses to the bar post. It's headed back inside by Stewart. Comes out to Gooch, and his radar's off. It's swung away behind for a goal kick.
That would be the third attempt that we just did there. Behind for a goal kick.
First time we've actually seen Sirkin get away down that left and into the overlap.
Nobody's scoring. How do we
0-0 still.
how do we fix that, the nobody scoring thing?
Savin just strolling about with the ball under his arm. The ladies are quiet today. You're quiet. You're normally chattering away. You've heard nothing. Oh, are you? Okay. Probably nodding off. Is that the reason? Is it?
Can you hear this audio guy going, "Ladies, be quiet, be quiet"?
Savin takes a kick down the right, headed on by Bishop, hooked away again by Flanagan. Away to the left for Accrington, for McConville now, and Bailey right on his shoulder. McConville forced back towards halfway, but he lays it off now to Butcher.
So Port Vale have equalised. I think that'll make Harold happy.
Looking for Amankwah, who's done well. He's twisted on this and now crosses.
Is there any other fixtures that potentially impact? League Two rise. I say that's not League Two. Forest Green Rovers might be coming into the League One next season. The 7 points clear in first place. It's a free go up automatically, and then a playoff team.
Out to the right here to O'Sullivan, and now O'Sullivan, he's got Powell out wide. He's still going, O'Sullivan, into the penalty
Coventry
area.
have took a 2-0 lead.
Comes back out here
Win
now. Goose
lead.
trying to get out, but Hamilton's won it back for Accrington, all in red. And now O'Sullivan, well, he miscued his volley, and it's dropped here to be cleared by Sirkin for a throw to Accrington on the right. 0-0 still. Nottingham back on the halfway line. Clark again with a long throw from the right-hand side.
Who's Clark?
And up goes Sykes, 6'5" from Burnley. He was released by Burnley when he was 13 years old. In the ball goes.
Who's Clark?
By Sirkin. And Amankwah trying to get it back in again. And now Diaku hooking it out. Another up and under to the halfway line. And Amankwah heads it forwards again. Right, nods it back.
We need more goals.
Quickly, Diaku chasing the Clark's in front of him.
Cute Clarkson.
Stumbles, having cleared. Passes it out to Amankwah.
That's League Two. That's Scottish League. Championship. Nothing's happening in League One at the minute. The last goal was 12 minutes ago.
And now checks, lays it off behind him to Hamilton.
What's happening?
Back again to McConville. Hamilton again down the left.
As everybody just went, we'll just play possession football for a little bit.
For Pell or Bishop, but it's cleared by
Sunderland dangerous attack.
Flicked on by Butcher, and Doyle, who would have been a teammate of Amankwah at Manchester City, clears the ball. And now, it appeals for a foul by Sirkin, which has fallen on deaf ears after O'Sullivan got caught underneath him.
O'Sullivan. Right, okay. I should end up in a... Whatever we do now on the audio, we end up in a goal kick.
Play. Embleton back to Flanagan.
At least, well, we've got 5 attempts. None of them on target there.
Up towards the halfway line. Still going. Lays it off here to Embleton again. Embleton drives on. Out wide to Diaku. To cross here. It's gone behind. Corner.
Embleton, Jaku.
Came off the foot of the defender as the cross was swung in. Sunderland's 4th corner. Again, takes
I didn't say we had a corner.
Comes back out to Bailey Wright, puts it back in the penalty area. Sykes gets his foot in there ahead of Stewart. Wright then heads it down again on the right side to Diaku.
How long is this bloody goal kick?
Take on the Amankwah. Comes through here to Hamilton. Doyle was at the feet of Hamilton, but Hamilton got it clear. One back again by Hamilton, who shoots wide.
No.
Goal kick.
Exton have took the lead against Birmingham.
Accrington 0, Sunderland 0.
And
Good ball in by Diaku.
Wickham Now leading against Oxford United. Said we needed more goals. We got a goal, but not in a team that we wanted to score really. But it's yeah. I mean, again, that's one of those ones where Wycombe are in third. They will leapfrog. They're going to 52 points with the win here. So they would go top if Rotherham and Sunderland don't win. We know who scored it. It's like a minute behind. I'm gonna guess it'll probably be a McCleary goal or a Mehmeti. I'll go McCleary. Let's see when it comes up. Boom, ba-doo-doo.
It's Clark again, of course. The long throw into the Sunderland penalty area.
You know, and we can't keep giving away, especially throwing especially around the 18-yard.
No, this is short for Nottingham. He swings in the ball, and it's tipped over by Hoffman.
Excellent.
Bishop's head, and Hoffman had to stretch to tip that over.
Hoffman with a good save. It's Thompson.
Yeah, and that's
really?
What I'm talking about, you know,
isn't he like a central defender? Like a CDM. It's more like a sweeper midfielder.
From the right-hand side.
That's an impressive goal for him then.
Accrington corner. Sunderland fans watch on from the bank. And it's driven in by McConville. It's headed out by Stewart. And it'll be picked up by Butcher. And Butcher back to Amankwa.
So you've got Wycombe scoring 1-0, Sheffield 1-0, okay, Dons 1-0, Gillingham 1-0, and Wigan 1-0. Everybody else is goalless. Hopefully that'll change very, very soon.
Jogging down here, Mitch Clark, former Aston Villa Leicester defender, taking quickly the throw this time. Bishop in at the far post. Pell trying to get on the end of it, eventually hooked away by Flanagan. And now there's a player down. Accrington player down. The referee stopped play.
How did we not? Wow. How did we not?
Almost on the goal line, I think. The angle is difficult to
I've just seen
exactly from where
we should have conceded there.
And Callum Doyle having some harsh words with Circuit. I think he switched off. Yeah, he switched off. Nearly got punished.
It's Bishop, I think. Wycombe 1, Oxford 0. Car park full, of course, in Wycombe today. And it's Pell, isn't it? Who's down.
He's down.
He's kneeling now. Yeah, I think he's going to be okay. Former Colchester midfielder amongst a number of other clubs. Wolves 1, Southampton 0.
London City.
Pell on his knees, still Hoffman, hand on his shoulder at the moment, and just helping Pell to his feet.
What the fuck is London City? This looks dodgy as fuck.
Took a pelter.
Yeah, fault.
You're not going to get away with that one.
No, we're doing all right, I guess. It's just
9th minute.
It's typical Sunderland. We'll scramble. We'll
strolling off to the touchline. Referees
have a lot of the ball, but we're just not doing anything in front of the goal.
Colby Bishop comes over for a word with James Bell. I think he works for the National Health Service. James Bell in Sheffield.
Okay, that was a pointless bit of tidbit, pointless information.
He drops the ball.
I thought he was going to say it's got a ring to it.
Huh? That's very good, very good.
Right, Sheffield Wednesday have doubled their lead now as well. So, I mean, that looks pretty much dead cert on now to happen. Plymouth are losing that one. Plymouth is because they were league leaders at one point, weren't they? They were pretty solid. So
Flanagan to nod down. Butcher heads it on.
Feels a bit
Pell gets his head on it.
Strange for them.
Neil gets his head on it.
Cheltenham with a lead. Okay.
And eventually Gooch trying to get it off Butcher.
That would
pushing to the back of him.
do very little, apart from like make the bottom half and the top half split a bit further away.
Well, Nick, we've got to say, it's not the best 45 minutes, is it?
It's a two-game thing now between the top and the bottom half.
We've got to see through. Get
That's about it.
For half time, and then a few words through from Lee Johnson.
Where's Doncaster?
I just think that
Wigan.
we've got to, the likes of again,
Like,
Pritchard needs to work a little bit harder to get him on
Newcastle
the
be
ball.
on. They're on negative 29 goal difference. They've scored just 16 goals all season against Wigan, who have scored 40. Like, if that one stays 1-0 to Wigan, I'll be really surprised. I think when we play Wigan, we need to be beaten them. No, like a draw wouldn't be good enough. We need to impact their goal difference as much as possible.
Lifting one into the edge of the penalty area, nodded down towards Pell. Pell goes.
Mendez Lang for Chef Wade.
A penalty, slaps the floor. Nothing to the referee.
Who scored for Cheltenham?
To Diaku, and
Thanks, Ben.
is in front of him. Diaku's cutting across the back of the area, and
Lun-
his shot swings over. And it's a goal kick.
Lundulu.
Accrington Stanley.
That is not easy for me to say. I think I need Lundulu. And Dundulu.
Just hearing that would have been a red card and a sending off last week in the game against MK Dons.
What's his first
Here
name?
0-0, and we've still got the full complement and no pigeon.
I don't want to
With
print
the
just
goal
one word.
kick.
That's weird.
4 minutes till half time.
Dan.
Players again on this near side. The kick follows through over Bishop's head, hooked away by Flanagan.
French footballer plays for Cheltenham Town on loan from Premier League club Southampton. Born in France, he represents England internationally. Okay. He can play for France or England. That's really interesting. Because he's he'd be out at the under 23 level now, so he needs to pick.
Embleton gets it out to Stewart. Down the line for Embleton.
I find it weird a little bit. I know we've got a couple ourselves, but like these loanees from Premier League teams, it's just a strange model to have that many people out on loan and using the League One structure as a potential like development platform for them. Really, really odd.
Free kick then to Accrington, almost in the corner on the left.
Let me just minimise that. So you've got Cheltenham 1-0, Wigan 1-0, Gillingham 1-0, Dons 1-0, Sheffield Wednesday 2-0, and Wickham.
And Savin has gone across to take the free kick.
How would you summarise this first half so far? Because for me, it's a bit.
Looking over the bank there, down the valley.
It's a 45 minutes for everybody to forget. Nothing's really happened. We can
gently turning. There's a kick from Savin up over the halfway line, headed on towards.
I think.
Pell looks to shoot. Good block though.
Pell stops blocked by who?
The ball swings behind for a corner.
Excellent
Corner.
And is that Bishop who's. Or
O'Sullivan is in, I think.
Nothing's happened this half. I don't know why. Dull. Very dull. I'm sorry about that. There's nothing you can do about it, is there? Like, if this was at the Stadium of Light, we'd potentially just be chanting away, getting some kind of reaction from the players, but at the minute, it's.
Accrington's fourth corner. A minute of the 45.
There's no really happening.
2 or 3 minutes at least, I'd have thought, added on. McConville with the corner kick then. And it's close through and headed out by Stewart again. On by Butcher though. Onto the head of Diaku. Then he hooks it forwards and Butcher heads it forwards again.
So basically, we're just pinballing the ball around our half. Wow. That's what I'm reading into what they're saying now.
Sunderland.
Sucks for us to suck. Yep.
45. 0-0 still. And
Come on.
Throw again to Embleton. On to Ross Stewart. Come back here to right, looking for...
It's literally just people having the ball for a couple of seconds. Nothing's happening. Come on, Sunderland, do something. Do something exciting. Foul.
Cheltenham 1, Charlton 0. This free kick in the middle of the Sunderland half.
That happened like 8 minutes ago. It just went Cheltenham 1, Charlton 0, and that was it. 3 minutes of extra time. Nothing. Nothing's happened. The Dons have took a 2-0 lead.
Sheffield Wednesday 2.
Nice. No offense to Portsmouth, but they've had a horrible season so far. The fact that they're 8th is really surprising. I've noticed more losses for Portsmouth than I have wins this season, but they've won 10 games, so maybe it's 10 games you expect them to win.
Nearly a minute of the minimum 3 played. Sirkin in his yellow shirt.
It's a bit weird, but in the bottom half of the table, the best, kind of weird because the best team with the lowest points is Wimbledon. They've got 9 losses, and teams above them have 12 losses. That's really bizarre. Good point of winning though, right? Wins over draws. Weird. Jeff Wed 2-0 up.
Inside the Sunderland half, a minute and a half of the minimum 3 left.
Oh no, that hasn't changed, has it? That was already the case.
Shoulder of the Manquar. Who's brought it down on the touchline, and the Manquar.
I don't know. What have I done? I've missed something.
Diaku, who's played it in the 6-yard box, is put over the top and behind by Clark. Both Pritchard and Gooch trying to get on the end of it.
He did us a favour, Manqua. Keeping the ball in,
Keeping the ball in, yeah.
A nice cheeky 48th minute goal would be nice.
Sunderland.
Colbinu for the Dons.
From the right-hand side. Nobody seems to want to take it at the minute.
It's nice.
Started, yeah. That's, here comes the ball. Would help. And play through to Embleton here to go and take the corner.
I don't know what Sunderland are doing, but it's not good enough.
Might creep up a bit more. It's half-time at St James's Park. Newcastle 0, Watford 0.
Newcastle 0, Watford 0.
And up goes Diaku into the 6-yard box. Embleton
That's
swings in towards Flanagan, punched out by Savin, and he'll come out here for O'Sullivan.
Half time 0-0. What a disappointing half. A waste of an hour.
To Accrington. That's for 3 minutes now. Played. Will there be much more?
Did you hear the little woman in the background? The referee is a lot better than they were last week.
Savin just jogging across to put the ball down
that's
the
funny.
corner of the, or just outside the corner of the penalty area on the right hand side here for the free kick.
Come on, you Hornets. That's
Could be the last
Watford,
kick
right?
of the first half. The whistle at the mouth of the referee, indeed the half-time whistle.
Trying to find out where that button is.
It's not been a great half.
Well, there's not much to talk about, Nick, really.
There you go, there's not much to talk about. We've done nothing, nothing's really happened. We can't.
Johnson will maybe tweak 1 or 2 things, you know, because we need to get on the ball. You look at the game and we'll be disappointed if we come away from here not picking up 3 points. But to do that, we've got to raise our game. As simple as that.
Yeah.
We've done nothing to earn it, though.
But decided that the housework needed doing, so he's ducked it. Says he thinks
He's ducked it, or he's been told housework before you go to football.
Just trying to find something on my computer.
Listening to us.
You can listen to us.
And he's feeling he's made the right decision not to come to the game today. Who knows? It might brighten up in the second half. Just 2 real chances, 1 for each side. Both headers, both tipped over. We'll have the second half, of course, live here on BBC Radio Newcastle and sasc.com. But at half-time, Accrington Stanley 0, Sunderland
Where is that?
0.
And Deck have admitted that they've had sleepless nights worrying if their new quiz would bankrupt ITV.
Alfie Joey at breakfast.
Why are they worried? They just get the checkbook out.
Well,
Checkbook out, man. Sort that sort.
It's a reputation.
well, I watched the trailer for the
Where is
first
that
time.
file?
It make my heart go,
Right click.
what's happening here?
Open.
Limitless amount of
Copy
money
path.
that you win.
Right, okay.
They're called Limitless.
It's called Limitless, yeah, Limitless Win.
So how much can you win in there? It's called Limitless.
It's limitless.
Well, it can't be.
Apparently, 40 contestants have already won around about £1 million each.
Wow.
Yeah.
What if it's all the money in the world?
Well, then that's why it's called Limitless. Took a massive risk here, didn't they?
Now we want to
Publish. There you go. I found the file. It worked. So half-time summary though. Sunderland's game has been
Total Sports. BBC Radio
there.
Newcastle.
Wimbledon, Morecambe. I guess generally the league, nothing's really happened in the first half for most teams. Like the most exciting first half looks to be in the Norwich-Everton game where Keane and Ida score. Keane on goal and then an Ida goal for Norwich to make them go 2-0 up. And that puts Newcastle Newcastle second bottom because they're drawing against Watford, and Burnley bottom because they're not playing at the minute. But they've got 4 games in hand on Norwich. So, like, the Newcastle game is kind of looking like Newcastle are better off. They've got more shots on target. There's been a couple of fouls, niggly fouls, left, right, and centre, but nothing's happened. Nobody's got any cards. Nobody's got any shots on target. Shit.
Have your say on the game. Call
That Baby Rose Castle tune is my national anthem at this point.
BBC Radio Newcastle.
There were a couple of games early on in the Championship as well. Blackburn held on to beat Cardiff 1-0 away from home. Joe Rothwell with the only goal after.
Do we care about the Championship? Not yet. We're not in it.
With 15 minutes to go. Luton left it very late to beat Bournemouth 3-2. They've been 2-0 up at half time as well, Luton. And then Cal Naismith in the 90th minute.
No, I'm just looking at the Sunderland stats like here. Actually, compare them against the BBC stats. Actually, that might be the most interesting thing we can possibly do right now. So, BBC say 53% for Sunderland, 7 shots, 2 on target, 10-1. Yeah, they look like they match. 5 corners and 6 fouls. 5 corner kicks and 6 fouls. Oh my god, these stats match. I don't know why I expected them to be different, but they actually match.
Coventry, though, are now 2-1 up away at Peterborough United. They had been
Shots blocked 5. Accrington have blocked 5 of our shots. So every time we either shoot it on target or somebody's that close to our shot that they can put the foot in the way. That tells me that
BBC Radio Newcastle.
without actually seeing the match, because I can't see the match, it's a pain in the arse. Without actually seeing the game itself, it looks like we're frustrating them, or they're frustrating our attacking side. Yeah, it is what it is. What about the Google stats? Google stats, that would be fun.
No goals between Lincoln and Cambridge either. Not that many goals in total in League One. But a couple for MK Dons, who are winning 2-0 at Portsmouth. Mo Issa and Theo Corbeanu.
Possession. Oh, they have the number of passes. We've had 185 passes with a pass accuracy of 68%. Yeah, that sounds. To be fair, that sounds about right, because it sounds like we've been just pinging the ball up and then collecting it and then pinging the ball up. That makes sense. 6 fouls, no cards, one offside. I can't remember there being an offside though. It's weird. And yeah, 5 corners. But we've had 5. Yeah, they match as well. Oh. They do have the live standings on Google though, which they don't have on the BBC or this or that. Wickham are top. Rotherham a second. We've dropped down to third. Wigan at fourth, within 3 points of Sunderland. MK Dons at fifth. Plymouth are sixth, who are Oxford and Plymouth are both losing. Sheffield are winning 2-0. That's kind of strange though, because Gillingham are winning. The fact that Gillingham are winning is playing. They've been awful this season. Been awful pretty much like since October onwards. Pretty much, they've won 4 games all season. Poor Burton, poor Brewers.
Defence and let in Ferguson, who squared it to Jake Wright, and he fired low into the net, 1-0 to Boston. And then more.
Do you know what I think would be the worst thing for Sunderland, or another? Because I think we're pretty much guaranteed a playoff place finish, right? We're not going to drop below 6. At the minute, that would require us to drop. Where's 7th? 7th is on 43 points with 11 goal difference. We would need to lose 3 games on the bounce. I don't think that's realistically going to happen, but we need to drop 8 points to get 6th. So, I don't know. Like, I think realistically, we're guaranteed a playoff place. I think Wycombe, Rotherham, Wigan, and Sunderland are all guaranteed those at the end of the season. Anybody MK Dons down to Accrington really, or potentially finishing in the playoffs at the end of the season. So I just don't want us to end up in those playoff spots. I'd rather go up second or first. Just go up automatically.
Down at the bottom. Elsewhere in non-league, then National League North, Gateshead 0, Hereford 0. Well, the other way around. Sorry, Hereford 0.
We need to win this game. Like, just keep up with the Joneses, really.
J.G. O'Donnell again after 15 minutes. South Shields are 1-0 up on Radcliffe in the Northern Premier Division. Nathan Lowe with a penalty after 6 minutes. Michael Fowler has scored twice for Dunstan. They lead Worksop 2.
What are your faults? What do you think?
Losing by a goal to nil at Liversedge. 2 ties in the FA Vase 4th round as well for us to keep an eye on. North Shields are drawing 1-0 at Harborough Town at half-time. Dan Wilson equalised.
When is Sunderland's next game? It's next Saturday, right?
Are winning though. They are beating Withenshaw by a goal to nil. Jake Orrell.
Sunderland's next game is next Saturday, I think. ABC. Well, I'll just go on SFC.com actually and click on fixtures. We haven't got any cup ties.
Charlotte Crosby from Geordie Shore fame and many other TV shows is on a mission to
so we're playing Pompey next Saturday, and Bolton the Saturday after. Both of them are winnable games, especially the Bolton game. So that would be a nice trip. If I feel really sorry for you, mate, if you go to Bolton and we don't get anything from that.
Instead of going for 20 minutes, try going for an hour.
Anna Foster, weekday afternoons from 2. BBC
It's
Radio
just
Newcastle,
not good
making a
enough.
difference in the northeast.
I do miss talking to people in the northeast though. Like, my accent comes back so quickly when we start chatting. Just going to the shop.
Fulham 4, Bristol City 2. Alexander Mitrovic with his second.
Oh, what a weird half. Shall we have a look at the Wycombe game? Because that's the one that's massively impacting on us at the minute. With them going top, are Oxford likely to get anything back in it?
2 o'clock last night. If you're listening to us on BBC Radio Newcastle, the Falcons left it very, very late.
Oh, it looks very even in the Wycombe game actually, apart from the goal. 50-50, literally 50-50% possession each. 5 shots to 3, both have 2 on target. Just looks like there's been a lot of like just possession football again. Like, I don't know if that's the new style of League One, but it's a bit weird. Goal, Wycombe Wanderers 1, Oxford United 0. Curtis Thomas, right-footed shot from outside the bottom left corner, assisted by Jordan Abida with a headed pass following the corner. It's from a set piece. Okay.
were all out themselves for
Bit of pass
138
looped in.
their reply. So Australia now
And
37 for 3 in their
outside the box, so it's a first
That's a
time
total
pop.
lead of 152. Coverage of day 3 begins on BBC Radio 5 Live.
That sounds like a
Extra.
quality goal.
3:15
We need to see
tomorrow
them.
morning. Right then, time to hand back, I think, to our respective commentary teams.
Ooh, second half's about to start. Let's go.
In the Premier League, Matthew Raisbeck and John Anderson are, as always, on our FM frequencies. Goalless as well in Lancashire. Accrington Stanley 0, Sunderland 0. And Nick Barnes and Gary
Tsunami hits Tonga after giant volcano eruption. What?
This year, memorable to the Queen, 70 years on the throne, but one of the ways the celebrations are kicking off is a competition to find a royal dessert.
Alfie Joey at breakfast.
Now, the Queen must get bored stiff of stuff like this, I reckon. People go, oh, Your Majesty, we've got a very good idea. You will love it. And she go, what has one come up with? Well, we're going to do a pudding with your name. And she goes, oh, here we go again. And I wondered whether it would be better if we could come with desserts for plebs like you. The Anthony Day Delight. I like that. I haven't got a dessert for Misha. Producer Misha.
Melt in the middle, Misha.
Yeah, but what about the dessert?
The sound of the Northeast at breakfast.
Okay.
BBC Radio Newcastle, making a difference in the Northeast.
In the Northeast, the only place where you can call somebody a pleb and they're not like want to knock you out, apparently.
And welcome back to the Wham Stadium, or the Crown Ground.
To be fair, I thought Wigan were going to win their game 4-0, so the fact that the first half has only resulted in 8 goals overall.
Today he's a very jovial, very approachable fellow. He's been around the stadium with all his various guests.
Could be worse.
Yeah, very, you know.
So, yeah, you just think that in the second half,
Right, how do we do
Sunderland to
interactive stuff?
Get more of the ball, get like the Dan Neil into the game. See if we can string 1 or 2 passes together. Because I've got to say, the first half, a little bit stopped, scrappy. We didn't really put them under any pressure, did we? Really?
Nope, we didn't put them under any pressure whatsoever.
A number of people asking about the stream. Of course, the commentary is streamed on the club website, and talking about the quality of it. Now, I think that might be a bit better than it was at the start of the game, but the reasons, there are issues, there are problems at the moment which the club are trying to sort out. It's basically an issue with BT and ISDN lines at the streaming company. So they've had to...
So basically, the stadium, Accrington Stadium, has a shared Wi-Fi, and the broadcasters have to plug into that.
There's a reason that if you're listening on the stream, the quality is not as good as normal. Technology. And I know there's been the old complaint about why are we on DAB being the away team, but I'm not going to go through that whole rigmarole again as the reasons for that. Believe me, it's not a political conspiracy. It's beyond that. It's an engineering situation, and it's not even a conspiracy, so I don't know why I'm trying to explain it away.
Explain yourself.
Oh, I can't be bothered. So we're waiting for the teams for the second half. Accrington coming out now.
We're coming out. We're about to kick off. Second half is about to begin. Thank you, everybody who we have had. Let's have a quick gander.
Physical presence, would you say, for Sunderland?
3 people sub. Thank you very much.
Second half. But who has he come on for?
Watch along.
Who is he coming on for?
Feel like
Coming on 4 is...
we got a sub.
Good question, isn't it? Is it Dan Neil?
No, he's coming on for Pritchard.
Pritchard is off.
Got into the game, has he?
No. So
That's interesting.
gone off, and Aidan O'Brien's coming on.
That's got to be an injury.
Pritchard, we understand, is not fully fit. He was 50-50 for the game. And now we're waiting for
Plymouth have pulled one back straight away.
Look, it's back.
There's the pigeon.
He's on the pitch. He's at the edge of the centre circle.
He's going to kick off.
Hey, catch that pigeon. That's going back a few.
Hey, catch
that pigeon. Catch that pigeon. Anyway, it's stop the pigeon. That was it. Stop the pigeon. One of the players now has tried to scare it off, but it's only just gone back further into the Accrington half. So we're waiting for the
Plymouth.
the substitution made.
Plymouth have pulled one back.
We're waiting for Accrington
I mean,
Stanley then to get the second half underway.
Plymouth and Chef Wade, they are fighting to get as close to that playoff bracket as possible. So, I think it doesn't really impact us until we have to play them again. And Chef Wade, we've slapped. We slapped them silly a couple of weeks ago, so I think that's going to play into it as well.
And blue, Accrington all in red. The whistle blown, and we get underway.
We're underway. I can see lots of shit's happened already, so that's ahead.
On the bank. Clark, Sykes, Nottingham, and Manquar back four for.
Do I update the picture for the thumbnail with a pigeon? Adam Randall. Oh, the Plymouth scorer. Nice. Thanks, mate. You're on it.
That was too easy, wasn't it, really, for Colby Richards to get in? It's just one ball over the top, and he was in.
So, Newcastle 1, Watford 0.
Oh, fuck off.
Second half at St James's Park. 0-0 here.
Maximan scored for Newcastle.
As away goes Sirkin down the left. And he's bungled down to free kick.
Yep. It's the video printer just basically says special. That's all it says. The goal was really good, apparently.
Here on the right, Bailey right, and also Diaku, but it's fallen to McConville, but then won by Diaku.
Takes them out of the relegation zone.
Tries to get it through on the right hand side.
I think.
Bailey right. The battle for
That's brilliant. It's no longer a thumbnail.
Under pressure from
oh yeah, shit.
The kick clear and
Claudio
away from O'Sullivan by Sirkin for throw.
Where is it? Because at the minute it's
0-0 then.
What is it? It's
second half here.
Pritchard, isn't it? Pritchard holding the goal.
Here at the edge of the penalty area.
Goal, Sunderland!
Heads the ball out to
come on! Now, how's the audio for it?
Diaku, O'Brien's in the middle. Diaku rolls it down for Embleton to the right side of the Accrington penalty area. Embleton's cross, headed up in the air by Nottingham, and now Manquar heads it out. Pell gets his head on it, out towards the touchline where Bailey.
Come on, Sunderland scored. We just haven't heard it yet.
Inside the Sunderland half. Bishop goes to chase him through the middle. Doyle tries to play it through to O'Brien. He takes a shot and a deflection. Yeah!
O'Brien shot deflected in. Nice. Come on.
Wild on the bank, and Sunderland take the lead in the 3rd minute of the second half.
Excellent.
That's more like it. Come on, Sunderland.
Deflection.
It was deflected off the
come on.
Rich helped. Rich helped.
Really, I really like that feature. I just want it to be in line or in time with the fucking with the audio.
On the bank behind Savin's goal.
Let's fucking go, Connor. Come on.
The lead.
Yeah, and
puts us top.
Just leading up to the goal.
That puts us top. Rotherham are not winning at the minute. That puts us top.
You know, that's what we need when we win the ball. We've got to start breaking quickly on the counter-attack. But yeah, a little bit of luck. But if you don't shoot, you don't score. And
you don't shoot, you don't score, exactly. And we didn't shoot enough in the first half.
Yeah.
Now we've got to concentrate. We've got to concentrate now.
It's now a case of having got their noses in front.
I can still hear that little woman down to the, like, I'm imagining them on banks of it, and you can hear like the woman 2 rows in front of them, just down on the right. Oh, that was brilliant!
Behind the goal, red smoke rises, still stewards down there.
Let's go!
Restarted, and here's Embleton trying to get it through now to O'Brien again, back to Bailey Wright, a longer ball up towards.
Do you think we're going to go? Connor, I was saying during half time, I think we're definitely finishing in the playoffs at the very least this season. We need to do a lot more work and be a lot more consistent to get the automatic slot. But we're definitely in it with a share of going up this season, and I don't want to jinx it too much. Hope so. I hope so.
On the far side, Clark trying to get
Burton's equalised.
into the Sunderland half, but Neil puts it out for a
Gillingham 1, Burton 1. So Gillingham back to that'll be their 10th draw if they do draw this one. It's pretty poor. Yeah. What about you? What do you think? Because I hope so. Also, I'm very pessimistic. Burton goal. Yes, bad.
We'll have to tell these ladies to calm down.
No,
We're doing good now, and I'm happy with that.
Ball cleared by Flanagan again. We are 5 minutes into the second half. Accrington Stanley 0, Sunderland 1. As Bailey Wright heads this out again, bounces away from Diaku, and Manquar's on his shoulder, turns the ball inside here now in the middle to Bishop, to Hamilton, and Embleton's trying to...
We've got control of the ball. Well, they have it now, but...
And he plays it back into his own half to Ross Sykes, who swings this forward, looking for McConville's to the penalty area, but Hoffman comes out, grabs it above McConville's head, and gets it out to Bailey Wright on the right wing. Right now,
that woman's starting to irritate me now. She's funny, but she needs to go away.
By Sirkin, and it's a throw to Accrington, who trail 1-0 live here on BBC Radio Newcastle. Nottingham for Accrington, just with his right, tries to find Bishop. He's headed it just wide. Well, though,
Thomas Hammer. Is it Hammer or Hammer?
But what we need to do, we've got to work harder to stop them deliveries coming into the box.
So Hoffman with the goal kick. It's all in black and grey. He just taps it to Flanagan.
I've refreshed the audio as well, so this is the latest.
Over the halfway line, but out for a throw to Accrington. Nottingham takes it. Gillingham 1, Burton 1, Butcher.
There you go.
Lays it off to Nottingham
Finally
again
announced
wide,
that Burton.
and he plays it back to Savin. O'Brien will chase here, trying to put the keeper off, but he's played it out.
Well done.
He's done enough to put him off to put it out for a throw.
Well done, Aidan O'Brien.
On the right.
And we get rid of the ball from that. There you go. Okay. Thomas Hamer. What does...
Bailey Wright to take the throw.
So which results are impacting potentially where we're at now? Doncaster, Wigan, obviously. Rotherham. Who are Rotherham? Fleetwood, Rotherham.
Hamilton. Blame in. O'Brien now rolling it to the left-hand side to Embleton. On Gooch, Gooch down the left of the box. He tries to get it in. It's blocked. And out for a throw to Sunderland on the left.
I think Aidan O'Brien should have played Turkin in. He made an excellent run.
O'Brien, who's given Sunderland the lead.
The woman needs to shut up.
From Dennis Sirkin.
Please,
over on the left side. Looked out again by O'Sullivan for another throw to Sunderland. Sirkin
Come on,
again,
Sunderland.
15 yards
Come on,
or more
Sunderland.
from the corner on the left of the throw. Looking to try and get it to Stewart.
We're not doing anything.
For Accrington to Hamilton, leaves it to be played up to the halfway line, up towards Bishop, and he's laid it off straight to Dan Neal. Neal looking for the run of Diaku on the right-hand side.
How many teams are drawing? You've got Wimbledon, Morecambe,
Laying it into
Bolton,
right in the middle.
Ipswich,
Then out
Crewe,
wide again on the
Shrewsbury,
right-hand side to
Fleetwood,
Embleton.
Rotherham,
Embleton
Gillingham,
trying
Lincoln,
to find a
Cambridge.
way through, finds right at the corner of the penalty area. Played out wide to Diaku again.
6 games out of 12 is still drawing.
Diaku was fouled.
5 of them are still 0-0.
The referee
He's
looked
going
for
for
an
the lead.
advantage. None came, so he pulls it back for a free kick.
Like my goal, I'm just thinking my goal of the week section in my videos are going to be
Nearly 9 minutes played at the
very
second half,
limited on
Sunderland
what I
leading
can put
1-0.
in there. If it stays as is, half an hour, just over half an hour left, like 35 minutes.
Yeah. Edmonton will take the
12 goals, 10, 11 goals.
free kick on this right
Not
side,
great.
a couple of feet in from touch. A reddening
So the
sky
free
down
kick
the valley.
that was happening up
Yeah,
there
reddening
is
skies after the
what they're
goal,
talking about
flare.
now.
And now
Do
a lot
I
of red
hide that because it's
Accrington penalty area to defend this free kick. This from the right.
I'm gonna hide it.
By Embleton. It's headed
I'm gonna
out by
hide it.
Bishop and then driven high over and out by Flanagan.
Because it's ruining everything.
10 minutes then, almost in the second half. Sunderland leading 1-0.
It just flew over.
Here we go.
Yeah, coming back for a second.
Everybody across towards the far side for the goal kick from Toby Savin, the 20-year-old. Drives this down the right wing. Flicked on by O'Sullivan, but it's going to drop for Bishop, who knocks it out for a throw to Sunderland. Inside their own half on the left-hand side. Next weekend, it's a trip to Portman Road for Accrington Stanley.
Nice little trip. Nice little ground, isn't it?
Yeah.
Portman Road.
Yeah. Good old-fashioned football ground.
Good old-fashioned football ground. What the hell is that supposed to mean?
Sunderland, taken by Sirkin, down the touchline.
Here we are.
Hooked on by Sykes, and then up in the air again from Sirkin. Pell trying to get on the end of it, on the shoulder of Neil.
Right.
Comes through to Bishop. And now
Nice and
Sirkin.
big.
Sirkin trying to skip round O'Sullivan. Has to come back with
A
it and then try
little
to
bit at the top.
drive it off.
No.
The Accrington player for a throw.
Tiny bit at the top. There you go. That's good. Wigan. Oh no. I did say Wigan were going to win 4-0, but it's still not nice when it comes to flourishing.
Halfway inside his own half on the left.
Fuckers. They are playing the worst team in the league, but who scored for Wigan, Ben?
Butcher looking for Bishop's nod down into the penalty area for McConville, but Doyle hooks it away from him into touch for an Accrington throw over on the far side.
Right. So attacks somehow 78 to 36. That makes no sense. Completed passes 155. Total passes.
Goes Sykes with Flanagan. It drops
interesting.
Neil, and it's driven wide by Hamilton.
Sadly, I have to go, but I hope everyone has a good stream. Thank you, Mohammed. Appreciate you being here, buddy. Thank you again. I am going to be sticking around for the full 90. Hopefully, we can get some videos of the goals up ASAP. But catch you in a bit, buddy. Thank you.
You get frustrated. You've got to be careful. You better calm down.
You said 1-0 at half time, didn't you?
Really well.
Your prediction is 3-1 win to us. I'm much. Like I said, any win and a clean sheet would be perfect.
Flanagan's just to his right, but Flanagan jogs off now, and Hoffman's kick up over the halfway line, and that drops McConville now. McConville inside to Butcher, out wide to Clark. And that's played back to Sykes and back to the goalkeeper. And he kicks this first time towards Bishop, who heads it through. But out comes Hoffman, had to be there quickly because O'Sullivan was darting through.
Right, no other goals have happened so far.
And Hoffman's gathered it.
So I'm going to have a look around the leagues, around the tables.
That's lost, that's gone for good, that one.
See what's happening. Newcastle have obviously just took the lead about 10 minutes ago. Everton have pulled one back. Wolves are now in front. That's the Premier League done. The Championship, Fulham are beating Bristol City at half time, 5-2. And Huddersfield are winning 1-0. And Coventry are beating Peterborough 2-1. And Preston beating Birmingham.
Penalty area,
Yaku
trying to hold off defenders, and eventually showed a little bit too much of it for Amankwa, who's got the ball clear.
Good link-up play between O'Brien and
Wouldn't nearly got a goal there.
The hazard lights are flashing on the team bus. Is that an indication of it? Oh, he's reversing.
Whoa, what the fuck happened there?
On the right side of the Accrington penalty area.
Well done.
Gone out, is it for a corner?
Corner.
To Sunderland.
Corner to Sunderland, come on.
Doncaster 0, Wigan 2. The corner taken, played to Flanagan, and now into the right side with a cross to the far post from Bailey Wright, not fully cleared, and finally goes out to another corner.
We're getting corners here, and we're putting in some good efforts. That's what I'm reading into that.
Right back down in the Sunderland half, so it does, we don't get the, and we're very low down. As the ball's played in here again from the left by Gooch, he's gone to try and head it through, and Sirkin's trying to keep it in here, but it's rolled behind for a goal kick. So the level at which we are being so far back, everything goes very 2D, doesn't it? We don't get the same perspective as you would if we were a little bit higher up. But it's a goal
some
kick
slight
to
tinkerings, but hopefully that makes it a bit more legible as well.
48th minute deflected goal.
Oh, the goal was 12 minutes ago now.
Savin with
Wickham
bank of Sunderland
have just scored, and MK Dons have just took the lead. Nice, okay.
Neil gets his head on it.
Well, obviously I wanted Oxford to take lead, but at least we're starting to get some more action in the league.
Drives it back up to Doyle.
Who scored for Wickham and who scored for the Dons?
O'Brien
Again,
to Neil.
still not showing on the video printer, because that's slow.
Doyle drives it forward. Embleton gets enough of a touch to get it to Stewart, who gets it back to Embleton, but then Butcher clears.
Thereabouts.
Here's Flanagan.
Oh, Wolves with the 2-0 lead against Southampton. That's fun.
Cuts inside, rolling it through to Stewart. He pushed. Referee says free kick.
The MK Dons are 2-1-0.
The free kick is on the right side of midfield. Just
that is, the MK Dons game is what I predicted the final result to be.
The referee's decision.
The Wickham game, I predicted 3-2 win to Wickham, so they're winning. Sheffield Wednesday, I said a 1-0 win, it's 2-1, so goal difference is right, the leader's right. I'm doing alright for these predictions, not too bad.
Calm him down, and he's getting a good talking to from James Bell, the referee.
There's quite a couple that got wrong though as well. So there you go, Hanlon for Wickham. Portsmouth have pulled one back for the Dons, sorry, not the other way around. So that was George Hurst. He's just changed his balls after half time. What is she talking about? Doncaster have scored! Come on, Donny! Come on, Donny!
That wall doesn't look 10 yards back.
Hurst for Pompey. Doncaster have pulled one back against Wigan. If Wigan drop points to Doncaster, that is hilarious.
Just over the bar. I think Savin had it covered. His hand went up. It would have tipped it over if it'd been any lower.
Go on, Doncaster. You can do it.
To Accrington, the 62nd
Oh
minute.
my days.
1, MK Dons 2. Here
There's not.
Accrington, it's Accrington Stanley.
I said Wigan. The most. He said the team was going to score was Wigan with 4, and Wickham with 3. Burton with 3. I said Burton 3 goals in the last couple of weeks actually.
Over the far side, headed out. The throw to
decent.
Sunderland on the left.
Welcome along.
Sirkin strolls forward to take it.
Poop poop.
Across comes O'Brien. O'Brien will play it back to Doyle, back to Hoffman. Oh, this kick wasn't a great one.
Why can we hear every single word this woman has ever said? Listen.
By Butcher, now McConville into the middle to Sykes, and Sykes here out to the left. Looking for Butcher, caught a little bit late by Bailey Wright.
Fucking hell, ref.
The referee let it go.
You must be joking, man.
Down left, swings it across, flick through for Sirkin to head out to Butcher. Another block then made by Doyle, and look at the goes. Oh, Brian, play him in. Gooch through the middle, looking for at the edge of the penalty area Ross Stewart, but he's run into too many red shirts.
Ross Stewart,
and the ball will run away behind for a corner. Well, from one end to the other.
Boggle. Omar Boggle.
So, an 8.
Nice.
An 8 for
falling down and it's absolutely choked up with.
I'm listening to the conversation about the referee. Corner on the left-hand side, and 8.
You can literally hear every word she's saying. It's like, that guy's just acting like a pussy.
The bodies in the penalty area. Again, swings in here and caught by Savin. And a quick kick upfield.
Just tell them to shut up and fuck off.
Got this covered. He's got Josh O'Sullivan behind him. The ball goes out for a throw to Sunderland.
Bless her.
Doncaster 1, Wigan 2.
Oh, sorry, Smuggies. You've just conceded against Reading.
Sirkin with the throw on the far side. A couple of Sunderland substitutes warming
Bit of
up.
a lot of 1-0s for the North East teams. Okay.
It's
all
away
playing.
again by Doyle. It comes back now for Sirkin to go.
As it stands, Sunderland atop with 53 points. Wickham in second, Rotherham in third, Wigan in fourth. With 48 points, so we'll be 5 points clear of Wigan. But they will have 5 games in hand. So that is
headed away by Flanagan.
still kind of concerning, but
Behind it to Hamilton. Hamilton tackled by Neil.
if Wigan level, that'll be 7 points.
Ball back into the penalty area. Not fully
great block. Great block.
5 games.
Neil plays it back to Sirkin to clear.
They're losing, yep.
Hamilton thought he was on course for an equaliser.
Excellent block.
Andy Carroll
Remains
have scored
1-0
for Reading.
to
Fucking Andy Carroll.
Throw to Accrington on the far side. Comes back then to Michael Nottingham. He swings it out to the left here, over the head of McConville. That's a throw to Sunderland. And Bailey Wright angrily grabs the ball off the Accrington substitutes here. Was trying to.
Oi, you can't even hear me!
Right with the throw. Finds Embleton, who hooks it on over the halfway line. And then forwards off Ross Stewart for another throw to Accrington on the left. So here
I'm going to turn the normal commentary down a little bit.
But it was cut out, and now it's picked up by. Oh, he's given a foul. Hamilton's penalised.
Who's penalised?
Halfway line. Halfway through the second half. Accrington Stanley 0, Sunderland 1. Live on BBC Radio Newcastle.
Live on BBC,
Hamilton.
the BBC.
It right, looking for the head of Powell.
They've had 15 shots
Sirkin. Come on,
and 1 on target.
Through to Bishop, hooked away again by Embleton. O'Brien now, and O'Brien trying to.
Oh, well done.
Got away from 2 Accrington players, gets it out to Diaku, back to Bailey Wright, inside to Embleton, and Embleton back to Flanagan at the edge of the Sunderland penalty area. Across to Doyle, down the touchline to Sirkin. Sirkin back to Callum Doyle.
So we're in possession football again.
Drives it up over halfway.
I think we earn a free kick.
Sykes headed on to O'Brien though by Ross Stewart. Comes back to O'Brien, and then he's lost it, but eventually picked up again by Bailey Wright. And Neil now in the Accrington half, trying to get it forward down the left. He had to chase back and get his foot through this back to Sirkin. And Sirkin now swings it across looking for Ross.
Great header.
Nod down looking for O'Brien. But it's hooked away again by Accrington Stanley, only as far as Embleton, but then Amankwar gets a touch back to the goalkeeper. Kicks high in the air, up towards the halfway line.
It's a good game, no. It is a good game.
Hamilton gives away a free kick to Accrington Stanley. Referee.
I love this fucking this woman in the background.
Runs away and
thanks again. He's really wound up, isn't he?
He's completely wound up. Bailey Wright's helped to his feet and jogs back into the Sunderland half.
There we are.
And this free kick will be taken by the goalkeeper.
Oh, bless her. So, is there any other results that are... Nothing's on the video print at the minute. Derby have took the lead.
Sunderland
That was 2.5 minutes ago. Sterling against Stranraer in the Scottish League. Not really.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, but he was lucky that time.
Actually, Derby are bottom of the championship. If they're winning, it's Sheffield United.
For Sunderland, just to the left of the centre circle.
Interesting.
Well, I'll take your word for it then. You'll be probably the better judge. We often have a debate about the level and the standard of refereeing at this level. Is this good, is it? Crumbs. Trying to think what that was like then.
I like how they've just like gone away from commentating, just having a chat with this woman now.
Plus a little bit more.
Just give her a mic.
The right-hand side, and Butcher has gone on the end of this. So Brian's trying to win it back, and now Manqua's trying to get this clear down the left. And Flanagan leaves it for Doyle on halfway. Make sure. Because, O'Sullivan would have been through and away, and he's frustrated that he wasn't. But through comes Sirkin, and Sirkin's still going and shoots from a long way out and one corner for Sunderland.
When did that yellow card happen?
Corner of the game. Sunderland leading 1-0 into the final 20 minutes. Could do with a second goal.
Could do with a second goal, but also defensively we've got to make sure
I missed this. The booking was Ross Sykes showing the yellow card in the 58th minute. When did that happen?
Down to take the corner on the left-hand side.
I mean, it did happen in the 50th minute. I've just worked that out, but like, I didn't hear that at all.
Jockeying for position on the goal line. The ball swung in here now and headed out by Pell up towards O'Sullivan. He's got his head on it, but then it's given away back to Sirkin, and now Ross Stewart trying to get his foot on this. And he gets his foul. Referee's blown for a foul on O'Sullivan. And a free kick in the middle of the Accrington Stanley half.
Come on, Sunderland.
1-0 to.
Hey up, Connor. How you doing, mate?
I've got a funny feeling Accrington might
This
well bring on their new signing at 6'5", throw on, and yeah, that's another.
I'm not going to jinx it. I'm going to just let them play the game. But I think we need to get a second. We need to get a second just to be comfortable with the 3 points. Also, it also helps with that extra goal difference thing towards the end of the season. Just come on, get another goal, make it all worth it.
Trying to get it through, but Ross Stewart's down, clutching his face, so the game has stopped. And
Ross Stewart's injured with a face injury.
Double check.
He's had a few,
weird.
Shall we say, head collisions today, hasn't he?
Oh, yeah, Bolton have just took the lead against Ipswich.
Accrington readying the substitution.
Nice.
Ross Stewart's back up on his feet.
Where are Bolton? 18th against 10th, and
it's going to be Longello.
Okay, that makes the middle of the pack quite compact, really.
He is going to come on.
Ipswich are on 35 points, and Bolton will be on 29 then.
As Ross Stewart is okay.
It's pretty decent. Like, there is proper clusters of teams now, though. You got like the top 4, then. See, Milton Keynes Dons are on 43. Within 2 points of Wigan, but Wigan have got them games in hand, so I'll put them in the lower bracket. You got 5th to 10th, 5th to 9th in that playoff edge bracket, then 10th all the way down to 18th. 16th.
Who drives this forward, looking for the run of
Ross 16th.
But Ross
that, like,
gets in front of Ross Stewart, and Ross got away with it.
A man of the match so far. I don't know. It's probably the goal scorer, to be honest, mate. It's an easy cop out, but like not really heard many other names.
No foul, says the referee.
So O'Brien.
Too easily he went down, I suspect.
O'Brien.
And now here's Doyle at the back.
Who's yours?
The
cop out, because like I don't think we've done anything beyond scoring the goal.
live on BBC Radio Newcastle.
Yeah, and Elliott's got to react a little bit quicker defensively on the defensive side, picking up that second ball.
Gooch has been solid by the sounds of it as well.
Now nodded down to Pell. We've got on the end of it, but with no force or power, and it's gone straight through to Hoffman.
Right, they've just had a really good effort, and we've saved it.
Waits for Flanagan to pick himself up off the floor. Does.
Who's your man of the match? How's it going? Hi, Dor. It's going all right, mate. Not too bad. Sunderland are winning, so there's that. We've been in the lead for about 20 minutes now.
I don't think he meant to let that run through, but it's gone right back through to Sabin.
I have a spanner. Is that because I'm a tool? Yep. You with the tool. No, it's it's mod. It's Twitch mod, not Twitch mods. YouTube mods.
Gary,
so I know you're not on this platform often, but
as the ball comes back here to Sykes, drives it down the right wing, way past
Accrington are down to 10 men.
You've got to manage the game.
Accrington are down to 10 men.
Dan Neil in the middle, Embleton.
Certainly no sign of Lee
What happens here?
Changes, and they've not yet decided to make the change themselves. Accrington, Longello's still warming up here in front of us.
Oh no! He's got to send him off. He's got to send him off. He's off.
Was it Sykes?
Yeah.
Or was it
Sykes? It was. It was Sykes. He's off.
Yellow.
They didn't tell us what happened.
Yellow.
He's going to be sent off.
The referees had the red card out.
It's his second yellow.
Sykes goes for a second yellow card. So player sent off in subsequent home game.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. He was wound up before.
Yeah.
I talked about that.
Yeah. He was wound up.
Might not be a nice trip.
Ross Stewart.
Nah.
And he's been sent
Well
off.
done to a team we should be beating as well, but the fact that we're now playing against 10 men in this game. Red card indeed.
Yellow card.
So there you go. Stats are official. 2 yellow cards are for the same person, and that equals 1 red card. The fact that we're playing against 10 men now, we'll go. I don't think the park the bus doesn't work if you're losing, right? What's the point? So.
Sunderland corner.
I think they'll change the substitution. I don't think they'll bring him on.
I think they're going to bring on now.
Chef Weather just took a third against Plymouth.
Centre half they signed from Crystal Palace, yeah. At 6'5". I think Longellow's still coming on. But, they're going to have to
fun now.
Bring on
Come on.
14 minutes left. Short corner.
Oh no, I know Ben. That's why I don't want to jinx it.
I think it's Gooch, but the ball rolls behind for
the Wickham game was really frustrating. The fact that we took the lead in the 92nd minute and then 98th minute they equalised. Yeah.
So
I don't think Accrington are as good as Wickham though. So we should be going on to get all 3 points, but I'd much rather us go on and get more goals. Have it be at 1-0 and risk it in the last 5-10 minutes. It's not good enough.
And now here's a Manquar to McConville. And back to Pell on halfway.
Oh.
And he leaves it now again for a Manquar.
They're in the lead.
Nottingham through to Hamilton.
Nice.
Hamilton in the centre.
Gillingham have choked their lead.
All in red. And it's
Sam Hutchinson. Hutchinson.
And O'Brien takes it out to the wing. Dayaku's beaten to it by the
Hutchinson.
Who's driven it out to Sunderland. Bailey Wright.
Doesn't that put them within like 3 points of each other? Yeah, that packs.
We're in the
that packs better.
79th minute.
I'm just looking at the final score video printer on BBC's website, and the fact that we're playing Accrington Stanley. Like 5 years ago, it was Chelsea, Liverpool, West Brom, like just over Premier League teams.
And
It's Accrington Stanley, and we're happy with a
McConville's
1-0 win.
coming off.
Times
And
change.
he'll be replaced
Oh,
again
no.
for his debut by
Oh no!
Jay Richards.
Bolton 2-0.
Who
I wouldn't worry about that too much, to be honest, Ben.
Australian, is he?
Why does nowhere sell big bottles of Apple Tango? Because it's weird.
has only been
Get it
a
on
year
Amazon,
at
mate.
Crystal Palace.
Try Amazon.
An Australian under 23
Has
international.
anybody else scored recently?
Throw from Sunderland. Bailey Wright, another Australian, of course. Back to Flanagan. Just over 10 minutes left.
Flano.
Accrington Stanley playing with 10-0. Sunderland 1.
Accrington Stanley playing with 10-0.
Forwards to Longello, who was pushed in the
Little slip of the tongue there, buddy.
The free kick.
Made 10
to
men.
Accrington Stanley.
But we've had 304 passes, 205 successful.
Sunderland, who,
That's
again, it doesn't look like they're going to make a change themselves.
nice. Amazon don't do it either. Apple Tango is delicious.
Ipswich 0. Free kick has to be taken again, says the
Let's see if we
referee.
can find you some Apple Tango while we're...
Then Butcher swings this towards the edge of the penalty area. Up goes
Asda.
Rich Bagaloo. Bishop gets it through, but nobody on the end of it as Bishop picks himself up and the ball goes well wide. But of course they've got big men to throw up there now.
Yeah.
That's what they'll try and do, Accrington. Thank 2,148 Sunderland fans in that 4,498 crowd. And here is Flanagan, pass from Botman, played out to Bailey Wright.
You can get 7 up.
Plays it on now to Embleton, back inside to right, looking for Diaku on the right side, but Amankwah heads it out over Lee Johnson for a throw to Sunderland. Cross comes right to take this, just about on halfway, just inside the...
I found it pretty much straight away, dog, by the way.
Bailey Wright's having
Where's this? I can't chat here. Where can I chat?
Takes the throw.
I'll send you the link. You ready?
Touchline, the technical area.
Here you go.
And the dugouts here. Bailey Wright
All I did was... Oh, Plymouth have pulled one back. Nice. Plymouth.
Again.
Yeah.
Going to get a yellow card for Hamilton. Again, he's another player.
Plymouth 3-2.
Yeah.
Chef 4-2.
Bit of frustration kicking
Wow.
So, the last 7 or 8
Wow.
minutes.
That looks like it's going to be an entertaining game to catch up on.
Embleton over the free kick.
Affilion for the Wanderers. Oh, the Wanderers.
Inside
The Wanderers.
Accrington Stanley half on the right hand side.
Ah.
Back to Flanagan. Flanagan across to Doyle.
The
on
Chef
the
is
spot. He
4-2.
drives it out wide again on this right hand side to Embleton. Embleton back to
Doncaster.
Flanagan.
Come on, I reckon Doncaster can get a late goal here.
Doyle.
Easy.
Sirkin on the left hand side. Sirkin getting on forwards now, trying to find in the middle.
Look at him,
Neil. He's got Diaku wide.
Diaku!
Now he cuts inside, plays it through to Embleton. Embleton, Hamilton
Nice.
on his shoulder, and Embleton out
Plymouth's
again
was
to
an
the
own
right
goal.
to Bailey Wright.
Fools.
Inside now to the back of the penalty
Yeah,
area. Ross
Marvin
Stewart lays it off
Johnson
to
with the
Embleton,
own goal.
who's got Amankwah in close company. Finally through down the left of
Was
the
it
penalty
Brayford
area,
for
and, it's
Burton?
not behind for a corner to Sunderland.
Brayford for
Wednesday
Burton as
4,
well, so
Plymouth
that's
2.
Burton on my list.
Embleton then down to take this corner for Sunderland on the left.
We're getting there,
Taken
guys.
short
Nearly out the
again,
90 minutes.
comes
Oh,
back to
fuck
Dan
off!
Neil drives this in straight at the goalkeeper. Right down his throat, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And he's got it out quickly. Flanagan, with his touch, has taken it.
Flanagan
to
to fuck
Butcher.
up.
Butcher into the penalty area. Squares it here for Clark. And Clark
Butcher, square ball to Clark. Sweaty goal. 10 men.
The clearance from Savin. I think Flanagan got a touch to it, which took it into the path of Butcher, who squared
Fucking
it to
idiots.
Clark. Nobody picked him up, and Clark buries it. It's Accrington
Absolute
Stanley
fools.
won, Sunderland won. But Nick, you know,
All you've got to do is concentrate at the back. We had a chance to clear it.
All we've got to do is concentrate at the back. Yes, that's correct, but we don't. We never do.
It's allowed him to break.
We're shocking. We're abysmal.
A lack of concentration.
Watford have equalised at Newcastle. Accrington have equalised.
I mean, at least there's some positive happening right now.
Sunderland now. I've got to try and get back in front.
Why are we struggling against a 10-man team week in, week out?
I tell you what, you shot yourself in the foot.
Yeah.
You really have.
Well, and Sunderland retrieved the situation then in the final few minutes.
84th minute.
It's 1-1 here.
To be fair,
got long to play. Embleton's put it over the top. The flag's come up on Ross Stewart. As out came the keeper to
to be fair, let's flip it around for a second, right? If
why have you got to push forward?
If Accrington took the lead as soon as they started the half, then got the yellow card, the second yellow card and a man off, would we be happy that it's 1-1 now? Yes, we would. But we're going, right, okay, let's fight back for the second. So let's fight back for the second.
Time wasting. But they're back in the game. Accrington Stanley won, Sunderland won. Accrington with 10 men, with 5 minutes left, less than that, but with whatever time added on as well by James Bell, the referee.
Nope.
Savin with the free kick then for the offside.
5 minutes to pull it back. You reckon it's going to happen? Probably not.
To
But
Longello, and Longello lays
come on, Sunderland.
And now out
Come
to the right,
on.
Clark, who scored that equaliser.
Stop being dickheads.
Who puts it back inside to Pell, and Pell now on the right touchline, Neil in front of him. Pell trying to work it forward, has to play it back for a high ball, which is played into the penalty area and caught by Hoffman and rolled out.
What do we do? What do we do as a team? What do we need? Cambridge have just took the lead against Lincoln, so there's that. And Burton have gone 3-1 up.
From the halfway line back into his own half to Pell by Bishop. Bishop gets it again on the left here. The ball out off Flanagan. It's a throw to Accrington Stanley, which Rich Bagaloo, no, Amankwa's going to take. So,
who was it?
Gets the ball down the left here. Comes back to Amankwa, playing it into the centre. Now, Longello gets into the penalty area on the left-hand side. Crosses here. Nobody following through for Accrington. And Hoffman's able to chase across.
Oh my God! How are we struggling against 10 men?
3 minutes of the 90 remain.
Have Burton scored again?
And it's all
4. No.
Here's Doyle at the back for Sunderland.
They will get an opportunity, Sunderland. In this case, will they take it?
Got to take out. Yeah, you're right. We have got to take our shots. We've got to take our chances and
comes back to
just
Flanagan.
score, please.
Across to
So it was Ironside for Cambridge in the 91st minute. How were they ahead of us?
Accrington half out wide now on that left-hand side. Sirkin trying to shake off Longello, but it's a
I mean, we were on like the what,
Accrington
84th,
Stanley.
86th minute. They 6 minutes ahead.
This back inside the Accrington half on the right-hand side.
I watched Tommy. I need to move. Lazy as fuck. Ah, Sunderland, man.
Half. And so we have to wait. There'll be plenty of time added on, I think. There's been a couple of stoppages. 2 minutes of the 90 left.
It'd be easier if we supported other teams. It just would.
For Sunderland.
Oh.
Mitch Clark, his equaliser coming in the 83rd minute.
So I switched to like.
Accrington went down to 10 men in the second.
Well, some Tokyo based team, some Japanese team. Get rid of the pain of Sunderland.
And Accrington will be able to get this throw taken and the match
I'm a glutton.
Underway again.
Glutton for punishment.
So
there's only 2 games, 3 games goalless still, and Rotherham's one of them. So
for another throw
Rotherham are dropping points, but so are we.
A minute, just over a minute of the 90 remain. Another throw for Accrington Stanley. Clark, the goal scorer.
Johnny Smith for Burton.
Long down the touchline, headed away by Sirkin, headed on by Neil, headed back by Pell, looking for Bishop, drops over him, and Doyle is trying to hold off Bishop.
A bit of balloon.
The ball out off Bishop.
Hello.
Down in the corner on the left-hand side for Sunderland. Accrington Stanley 1, Sunderland 1. Live on BBC Radio Newcastle. 35 seconds of the 90 remain. Headed on by Ross Stewart. Hooked away back up towards Doyle to head clear. And Flanagan. Flanagan got the touch. And now it drops to Sirkin. And eventually behind was it for it's a throw over on the far side. This will be taken by Sirkin. Seconds away from 90.
Right, so Crewe Shrewsbury's finished.
Headed on again by Pell.
Cambridge.
Embleton. Embleton to Ross Stewart in the centre circle.
It's finished 1-0.
Flanagan. Out wide here now to Diaku. Back inside, it's going to be 4 minutes of added time. We're into those 4 minutes now. Here's
Come on,
Doyle
Sunderland.
bringing this forward
4 minutes of pain.
and Neil in the centre circle. Flanagan.
Come on, Doncaster as well.
Now Flanagan back to Dan Neil. Neil gets the ball back from Ross Stewart, and he plays a longer ball forwards. Neil now into the penalty area, looking for Diaku, but he had to stretch. And
Come on, Sunderland.
took the ball behind.
Come on,
for a goal
Sunderland.
kick to Accrington Stanley.
It's not happening.
Nearly
Not
a minute
fucking
played
happening.
at the
Not today.
Minimum 4 being added on. Accrington, understandably, in no hurry. They're down to 10 men. They pulled
Wolves
it back to
3. Right, Crewe Shrewsbury's 0-0. That's finished. Already done that one.
Savin with the goal kick. The players across on the far side. It's finished at St James's Park. Newcastle 1, Watford 1. Here's the kick from Savin over the heads of Longhello and Sirkin, and out for a throw to
Come on, Sunderland.
Referee's blown low. What's he seen?
Longhello's on the floor. He's injured. Second and
picked himself up, was he?
Yeah.
Throw
Time
taken by
wasting, that's what he
Sirkin.
is.
Back to Doyle. Back again to Hoffman.
Ooh.
And
Bolton have equalised at Cheltenham.
Flanagan plays it across the penalty
It's,
area. Doyle nearly
the result I
2 minutes of
expected.
The minimum 4 played as Doyle sweeps this out wide on the right-hand side to Diaku. Immediately closed down by Amankwa, but he's got the ball back inside to Flanagan to play down the wing here now to right. Back inside then
Come
to
on.
Embleton, and eventually it's played out for a throw to Sunderland. Quickly taken by Embleton, back to Flanagan, and now on halfway to Doyle.
Can we get a fucking
Nearly
goal?
2.5 minutes played. Here's Embleton. And
I want to see this in play feed now.
brings the ball up towards the corner of the penalty area, where it's headed down and picked up by Sirkin. Back to Embleton. Neil
Look, they're playing catch
Neil
up.
down the left. He's trying to find a way through here to O'Brien. O'Brien, there's too many red shirts in front of him at the moment. Plays it to Embleton, gets it forwards to Bailey Wright through the middle. Back to Doyle, and Doyle now has to lay it off to Neil, and now Embleton down into the penalty area on the left. Takes a deflection as he crossed and caught up by the goalkeeper behind the line, and so a corner to Sunderland. It's an opportunity, this.
Bolton's finished 2-0.
3 minutes of the minimum 4 minutes that have been
Wimbledon
added on.
Morecambe is 0-0.
Accrington have got everybody back here.
Can we do a Wickham?
Can Sunderland snatch this? The referees having a word.
Can we snatch this? Probably not.
Going to have a wary eye on what goes on inside that penalty area. The corner from the left-hand side in front of the Sunderland fans. If ever there was a time that you want them to suck the ball into the back of the net, it's now from beneath the floodlight pylon on the left-hand side. Embleton with this corner kick. It's in towards the near post, but Pell got his head to it and clears it for Accrington. And Gooch has to try and get it back down the left, but it's gone out for a throw with seconds of the game left. And the ball out on the left touchline again. We are creeping into the 5th minute.
Anybody else really disappointed?
The ball is caught by Savin, gratefully for Accrington Stanley.
Let's stick around, I guess, for the other results coming in. So Sunderland drawing, getting a point against Accrington. Wimbledon drew against Morecambe. Bolton Wanderers beating Ipswich when I thought it would be the other way around. Cheltenham drawing against Charlton, exactly what we expect. Crewe and Shrewsbury, 0-0 draw. Darlington, Doncaster getting a goal now, I guess.
And that will be frustration for Lee Johnson and frustration for Sunderland fans.
Yeah, definitely so. And you know, we keep saying week in, week out that they've got to learn. Unfortunately, that message isn't going in. Now, you know, we come away from the Wickham game thinking we played well, we should have
Fleetwood have just took the lead.
You know, 3 games later on, we've taken 2 points out of 9. Now,
I mean, that is literally the only good thing that's happened today.
Then 2 out of 9.
Fleetwood taking the lead in the dying embers of the game against the team that's above us.
You're winning 3-2. Last kick.
That puts us second. No, we're not. We're not top of the league. Wickham are.
You look at today
because we're on 51 points. Wickham with a win. Wickham have 52 points. We stay second, and Rotherham drop to third.
10 men here.
Because they get 3 points, we get 1 point, they get 2. It's 50-50, 49.
There wasn't a huge amount in it. O'Brien's goal when it came at the start of the second half. Well, we thought,
like I said earlier, we're still in with a shout. The team above us dropped points. That means, in theory, we did better than what our direct competition is. But somebody else did better.
Had to manage it, failed to do so, and they were exposed. Then, when Butcher's break found Mitch Clark, just not picked up.
Fleetwood beating Rotherham is sick.
It was our corner.
Come on.
It was our corner. The goalkeeper's got the ball in his hand, and he's just.
You just need Wigan to lose now.
Gamble.
Right, Chef Wed is finished 4-2.
We should have dealt with the situation. We didn't. All of a sudden, they break clear.
All right, you're gonna just do me like that, are you? The commentary's just finished. Okay. Fuckers. Fucking fuckers. But let's have a look. We said Sunderland 2-0 win. It's a 1-1 draw. We said Wimbledon a 1-1 draw. It was a 0-0 draw. Bolton, we said a 2-1 win to Ipswich. It was a 2-0 win to Bolton. Said a 0-0 draw to Cheltenham and Charlton. That was 1-1. All right. Crewe, I said would win 1-0 to Shrewsbury. That's a 0-0. That's neither here nor there. Wigan winning 4-0. Happened to be 2-1 by the looks of it. That's as to be expected, really. Let's put that as here. I'm thinking that's final, to be fair. Fleetwood beating Rotherham is insane. That's awesome. I said Burton would win 3-0. They won 3-1 after coming back from a goal down. Cambridge beat Lincoln. I said that would be a 0-0. Portsmouth said would be 2-1 to MK Dons, and it was 2-1 to the MK Dons. Oh, it is 2-1 to the MK Dons. That's a bang-on result. I wonder how much that would have got me. Sheffield Wednesday, I said would win 1-0. That's 4-2. But they did win. Wickham, I said would win 3-2. That finished 2-0. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 out of 12 results right. Sunderland being one of those ones I got wrong. Bolton I got wrong. Shrewsbury I got wrong. And Cambridge I got wrong. Fucking good going, to be fair. I'm getting better at these predictions. It's a shame that we performed how we performed. Yeah, we're fine. These are all finalised now. These are the results. Sunderland stay second with 51 points. Wickham go into first place, and Rotherham drop down to third. But have a massively superior goal difference, and Rotherham and Wigan both play on Tuesday as well, so we could potentially start next week in third or fourth. So there's that. Yeah. Not a great week for Sunderland fans, but again, thank you everybody for sticking around. I am going to end the stream in a few minutes. Everybody who has subscribed, Sunderland Till I Die, thank you very much for that. Appreciate it. And thank you all for the likes as well. 7 of you, hit that like button. That's it. Thank you very much. Until next Saturday.